Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti AMINAH HAJARIAH binti ROSLAM. My student ID 2017449356. So today I would like to present about the effectiveness and efficiency as a principle of good corporate governance.
This is the table contents of this presentation. The first one, it will be the introduction of the topic. Second one is the comparison between the perspective from the Western and the Islamic. Next, the origin words and the meaning of effectiveness and efficiency. And then next, the dalil regarding the topic. And then the next one is application of the effective and efficiency in the corporate governance in company or so on. And then the last one is the conclusion of the presentation or the topic.
For introduction, effectiveness and efficiency are the main core to success in any aspect in life. Consider that is the roots of something we do. For example, is studying, managing our family and so on. A bigger picture of life, for example, in a company, corporate and management, both it is very crucial, and we can say that without effectiveness and efficiency, the company or organization cannot achieve their goals to get the profit or to run the business. Next, for effectiveness versus efficiency. As we can see the picture, there is three picture in the below, which is the household that mewakili represent the family, the company that present the building, and then an organization that meeting and discuss for something. For the process that we do something in our life, for example for family or for the company, and then we need to do something with effectiveness and efficiency, that we have to avoid the waste of energy for money and so on. So with the efficiency and effectiveness, we can achieve the goal that we already set at the beginning.
We go through the origin and the meaning of efficiency. According to online etymology dictionary, efficiency, the 1590, power to accomplish something, from Latin efficientia, efficient power, efficiency, influence, from efficientum, efficient, plus C, in mechanics, the ratio of the useful work done to energy expended, from 1958. According to vocabulary.com, Merriam-Webster, Longman Dictionary of Contemporary English, the American Heritage Dictionary and Oxford English Dictionary can conclude that the meaning of efficiency is the often measurable ability to avoid wasting materials, energy, efforts, money and time while performing a task. In more general sense, it is the ability to do things well, successfully and without waste. The next word is effectiveness. The origin of the word effectiveness stems from Latin word is effectivus, which means creative, productive or effective. It surfaced in Middle English between 1300 and 1400. According to dictionary.com, the meaning of effectiveness is effectiveness of effectivity is capability of producing a desired result or the ability to produce the desired output. When something is considered effective, it means it has an intended or expected outcome or produce a deep, vivid impressions. Effectiveness versus efficiency related to good corporate governance. In the term of corporate governance, so before we go through and deep in this topic, I will explain to you guys what is the party that involved in corporate governance. The first one is between the company and the customer. For example, for refund something defect item that the customer received, how the company manage the issue. The second one is between the company and the workers. It is related to human resource management and about the welfare of the workers. This slide will be present to you guys about the dalil related to efficiency and effectiveness. The first one is the Surah HAJARIAH verse 56. That means, I have only created jinns and men that they may serve me. As Muslims, we strive in order to gain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while also achieving prosperity in this life. The teachings of Islam encourage us to be Muslim who practice both the world and the hereafter in balanced manners. In the world, Muslim can help Muslims and other humans in world affairs that can be conducted effectively and efficiently. Allah SWT reward us well in the hereafter. Second dalil, which is come from Surah Al-A'raf verse 157. It is related to Amar Ma'ruf Nahi Munkar. The understanding of above verse illustrates that any leader or followers need to ensure that the value of Amar Ma'ruf Nahi Munkar is always cultivated so that the management system in daily life can run smoothly and effectively. Through the implementation of these two values also, mankind, especially the Muslim, is elevated to a high rank and respected by other nations. We go through to the next subtopic, which is comparison between the Western versus Islamic perspective in good corporate governance in terms of the principle, effectiveness and efficiency. The first one is refund the defect items. In Western view, when the customer report for the defect item that they receive when they buy something, so the company will refund the things that they buy in a bad condition, because Western considered this is the customer's right. But in Islam perspective, we go deep into the value of we can refund the customer's defects item because of the justice of the customer. The next one, the second comparison, is in terms of manage the business and inventory data. Western view see that the human is the owner of the wealth, but in Islam perspective, we are the human, and as a Khalifah is the party that manage the wealth. All the wealth in the world belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We only the person or the party that manage the wealth only. The last of the comparison between the Western and Islamic perspective in terms of the effectiveness and efficiency as a principle of good corporate governance, the goal of the business. The Western see when they run for the business, they only want to gain the profit from the business. But in Islam perspective, we have the added value of the goal business. The first one, we need to gain the pleasure of Allah SWT while we are run the business. And the second one is to gain the profit, to get the income and can survive in the world, to pay something, to living our life and so on. The next subtopic is application, which means the real scenario of efficiency and effectiveness as a principle of good corporate governance. The first one is the meeting and work session was held online despite the end of the pandemic COVID-19. Some of company in Malaysia, for example Maybank, allowed their workers work from home for a few days, and then they do some rotation for their worker to still work, but the way their work is from home, because they want to reduce the stress level of the workers. Even though the pandemic COVID-19 is already end, and then a lot of people go to work just like usually we go to the office and so on. The second one is GrabFood or Shopee allow the customer to refund goods or food received by the customer in an unsatisfactory condition and incorrect item. They only use the platform of chatting online, and then the customer need to give the proof that they receive the things that they buy in a bad condition, incorrect items or incorrect quantity and so on. So the platform of online shopping will refund the customer. So this is that we call effectiveness of buying session and so on. So the customer only needs to chat with the customer service, so that after their chat and the customer give the proof that they get the wrong item, so the shopping online platform will refund the customer's money. So this is what we call the first one is efficiency. The method of their use is efficient, and then their reply, the customer get back the money that they already paid for the things, and then this is what we call effectiveness in term of the refund their money. The third one of the application, the effectiveness and efficiency as a principle of good corporate governance. Number 3, some of online platform shopping has 24 hours customer service on duty, so customer can contact them whenever they are facing problem with their order. For example, Shopee, GrabFood, Foodpanda, and a few of the online platform shopping. Number 4 is provide the protection for the goods when the customer buy on the online shopping platform. For example, the risk will be the accidental damage, flood, fire or theft. In the meantime of when the buyer bought the things, and then the meantime of to the courier want to send the parcel to the buyer, so anything will happen in the meantime of sending the parcel. So when the customer take the protection from before they check out the payment, if anything happen, so the customer will get the new one. For the conclusion, effectiveness and efficiency are important things in our life as well as to the company, because it maintains the quality of the company's journey. It is not only from the Western eyes, but in the Islamic perspective, it is seen in more depth. Good corporate governance can help ease many parties as suggested in Islam to ease all things but still follow the established Sharia compliance.